Welcome to Dolphin Dive Daily, your go-to spot for everything Miami Dolphins. If you bleed aqua and orange, hit that subscribe button and join the pod. It's the kind of rumor that makes your jaw drop and your heart race if you're a Miami Dolphins fan. A whisper, a murmur, nothing confirmed yet, but it's gaining serious traction. Picture this: MICAH Parsons, the Dallas Cowboys' defensive phenom. The man many call the speed demon for his blistering quickness and relentless pursuit. Packing his bags and heading to South Beach. That's right, sources close to the situation are saying there could be a blockbuster trade brewing that would send the all-pro linebacker to Miami. It's a move that would shake the AFC East to its core and potentially tilt the balance of power across the entire conference. The Dolphins already boast an electrifying offense, but imagine adding Parsons to a defense that's already got teeth. That's not just a game changer, it's a season-altering seismic shift now. We're not saying it's a done deal, far from it, but when the NFL rumor mill starts churning this loudly, it's never without smoke, and where there's smoke, well, you know how it goes. The Dolphins front office has been ultra-aggressive this offseason, and their hunger to take that next step is no secret. They want to win now, not build for 5 years down the line. Trading for MICAH Parsons would be the kind of all-in move that says exactly that. The chatter started late last night when a few NFL insiders began dropping hints about a major defensive piece on the move, and all eyes quickly turned to Dallas. Why Dallas? Because Parsons' name has been floating in trade talks more than you'd expect for a player of his caliber, and the reason isn't performance, it's money, timing, and fit. The Cowboys are in a tough spot. MICAH Parsons is due for a massive payday, one that could reshape their salary cap and force them to make hard decisions elsewhere. He's not just looking for top linebacker money, he wants edge rusher cash, and honestly, he deserves it with his unique hybrid ability to pressure the quarterback like a D while still covering like a linebacker. Parsons is redefining what the position even means. But the Cowboys may be reluctant to back up the Brinks truck, especially with other stars to pay. That's opened the door just enough for Miami to sneak in with a bold offer. And if the whispers are right, they may have done just that. Hearing that the deal could involve multiple picks, maybe even a first-rounder, along with a rotational defender to sweeten the pot. Nothing official, no confirmations from Schefter or Rappaport just yet. But when the right insiders start echoing the same names, you start to listen. The Dolphins have quietly built one of the NFL's most flexible front offices, capable of swinging for the fences without completely gutting their future. And they know they're on the verge. Tua's locked in. Tyreek and Waddle are still terrorizing secondaries, the only missing piece. A true game wrecker on defense, someone who can tilt the field. Parsons fits that bill like no one else. Imagine the Dolphins' defense with Parsons lining up next to Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips. That's not just a good pass rush, that's a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. Every snap becomes a guessing game. Where's MICAH? Is he blitzing, dropping into coverage, lining up at the edge, or stacking the box? That kind of versatility is what separates good defenses from elite ones. And Miami's coaching staff would know exactly how to unleash him. Vic Fangio may be gone, but the foundation he laid remains strong. Insert a player like Parsons into that mix, and you're talking about potentially the best defense in the AFC, still with us. Then show some love. Hit that like button and let us know in the comments. What's your take on the Fins this week? What's even more interesting is how this aligns with the Dolphins' recent moves. They've cleared cap space, restructured contracts, and kept things eerily quiet. No splashy signings, no panic trades, just a calm before the storm. And if this Parsons deal goes down, it would all make perfect sense. The franchise has been building to something big, and this could be it. They're not content with playoff cameos, they want rings. And trading for MICAH Parsons would send a clear message: we're coming for it all. And we're not waiting. There's also the Miami lifestyle factor. Don't underestimate it. Players talk, and the word is that MICAH wouldn't mind a change of scenery. Florida's tax advantages, the weather, the culture, it's a dream destination for any NFL star. Pair that with a team on the rise and a defense ready to pop, and it starts to sound a lot like mutual interest. It wouldn't be the first time a top-tier player made a surprise jump to a contender and instantly changed the team's trajectory. And if there's a player capable of making that kind of impact, it's Parsons, of course. There's the other side of this. What does it mean for the Cowboys? Losing Parsons would be a massive blow, no doubt. He's the heart and soul of that defense. But Jerry Jones has always played the long game with an eye on the bigger picture. If they truly believe they can't meet his contract demands, or if Parsons wants out quietly, then moving him now, while his value is sky high, might be the best way to reload. They could get draft capital, maybe a defensive starter, and cap relief to retool elsewhere. It's painful, but sometimes the smart move hurts. At the end of the day, this is still a rumor. No official word from teams, no press releases, no league alerts, but the buzz is real and it's getting louder by the hour. Dolphins fans, keep your eyes peeled and your notifications on. This could be the kind of move that rewrites your franchise's history. And if the speed demon really does land in Miami, the rest of the NFL better take notice, because the Dolphins aren't just trying to compete. They're trying to dominate, and with MICAH, Parsons, and Aqua and Orange, they just might. That's a wrap for today's dive. If you're loving the content, share it with a fellow Dolphins fan. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a splash. Fins up.